Well, overnight we've seen the release of a draft report by the Productivity Commission into childcare and childcare subsidies. And one of the most alarming facts I think we've seen over the last decade is a 300% rise in the amount of money that taxpayers spend on childcare subsidies around the country. And yet we've seen no discernible increase in the amount of women coming back to work or what they can contribute to GDP.
Well, there has been an increase.
Now, I might sound like a Neanderthal here saying we don't need childcare, but frankly, I am saying that. I'm saying under special circumstances, why are we doing this?
All right, well, before you pick up your club and go back in the cave, it's important because women want to work, and principally it is women that are affected by this. Kids can be socialised earlier. They go to preschool, they go to childcare. It allows them to interact with other kids. It's very important for their development. It means there are more people available to work, and particularly when you get into the lower income levels, people who work really hard like nurses, teachers, others, people who are not high paid workers, but people who we've invested a lot in, we've trained them to do their job. And once they have children, it's important that they can continue their profession if they want to.
So let me get this right. My hard-earned dollars and my taxpayers' dollars now go back towards people who want to go to work and put their kids in childcare so they can go back and pay off their mortgage earlier.
No.
I'm subsidising that. That's what I'm subsidising.
No, my tax dollars go to that because I'm happy for it. Your tax dollars are actually subsidising landlords via negative gearing and fueling Navy ships.
See, this is the problem. When you try and have a decent discussion about something, there's no going back. We've actually locked ourselves into a mentality in this country where we just hand out this kind of subsidised welfare to everyone. I mean, you can have Joe Hockey come out and say the age of entitlement is over. Well, it's not. They're all talking rubbish, unless they really crack down on this sort of stuff. And you say, well, okay, you want to have kids? Great. Well, a lot of us want to have kids. I had kids. We made a decision that we couldn't get childcare. It wasn't around back then.
There wasn't any subsidies for childcare at that stage?
Well, I wasn't sort of eligible for it.
Oh,
but everyone else seemed to be.
And so, essentially, this is this deep-seated resentment.
It's an outrage and it needs to be fixed. No, it's not that. I just think there is something fundamentally wrong with a society where we actually say, oh, you can actually have your cake and you can eat it too. It's a really basic issue.
Joe Hockey, there's your answer. You can solve the budget crisis in one hit by adopting the Linnell approach. Get rid of all childcare subsidies and you're home and host.
Baby, you ain't seen nothing yet.
And you'll have a lot more time at home to look after your kids after the next election as well.